Boys and girls, welcome to the end of Fundations Unit 3. We are going to do a small practice and review here, and hopefully you can use today and the next couple of days to finish up your worksheets in the Fundations Unit 3 packet. We don't want to fall behind in those because you know they can pile up. Okay, let's get started. So one of the really important things, maybe the most important thing we learned in this unit was about closed syllable exceptions. These are syllables that look like closed syllables, but they have a long vowel in them. And we've learned 5 of them: old, ost, eind, eild, and olt. Okay? So some of our key words are these here: cold, most, mind, child, and bolt. And those are all long O and long I sounds. We also talked about how these are marked. So a word like cold won't use the brev. It'll use the straight line over the vowel, which is called a macron. And we'll scoop the syllables. Now, this word only has one syllable, so it gets one scoop. And it looks like it's a closed syllable word, so it'll get the C there, but we'll cross it out. Okay? And of course, the box goes around the glued sound. K, old, k, old. We also learned about vowel teams, which are sometimes called vowel digraphs. We have not learned how to mark them yet. Okay, but let's review the vowel sounds that we saw in this unit. First, we had the vowel teams for long A, and we talked about AY, which had words like play, say, way, stay. And remember what we said, that these always are at the end of the syllable. So if a word ends with an A sound, almost always it's AY at the end. Another one, or the other one that we learned, was AI. And this one is the opposite, actually. Chain, rain, wait, mail. It's still an A sound, but these never go at the end of a syllable. There are no words that you need to worry about that end in an AI making an A sound. Okay, so AY is at the end, AI is in the middle or at the beginning. Okay, those are the two sounds for the long A, but there are many, many more. Then we talked about long E vowel teams, and this time we had 3. We had EE, like Jeep, see, tree, need, and EA, like eat, seat, ear, and dream. And then we had EY, like key, donkey, turkey, hockey. Okay, it's very, very easy to confuse these, but one thing we do know is that EY, when it makes the E sound, is at the end of its syllable. That's really important to remember. Okay, now there are words called homophones that are spelled differently but sound the same, and it could get very confusing. For now, we're not marking these, we're just reading them, and we're remembering that AY and EY always go at the end to make the long E and long A and long E sounds. And there are so many ways of making the long E sound. You're going to be amazed when you see how many more there are. Really, there are a lot. The third sound that we learned was the OI, okay, which makes the OI sound. Now, these are never at the end of a syllable. So we get coin and coil and soil and boil. See how OI always has something after it? If we do end a word with or in a syllable with an oi sound, it's going to be OY. Just like the EY and the AY, OY goes at the end, like boy and joy and toy and soy. And even in a longer word like destroy or employ, OY is there at the end. And again, we have not learned how to mark these vowel teams, so don't worry about these yet. Okay, and in this unit, we only had 3 trick words. So let's get a pencil and piece of paper to practice them and a few practice words. Your first one is done, done. The homework was done by 5 o'clock. Okay, let's take a look at it. Your next one is pretty, pretty. Oh, that is such a pretty drawing. Pretty. All right, and the last one is goes, goes. The little lamb goes wherever Mary does. Goes. Okay, and let me show you that one. Hopefully you've got these down now. And let's move on and do some practice words. And your first word is child, child. Okay, here it comes. Your next word is mold, mold. They found some mold in the bathroom. Mold. Okay, here it is. Next is cost. Cost. I think that will cost a lot of money. Cost. And here it is. And be careful because that looks like an exception. That's not coast. It's cost. It's a regular closed syllable with a glued sound. Your next word is post. Post. As in the post office. And here it is. The next one is volt. I need a 9-volt battery to put into this train. Volt. Volt. And let me show you that. Your next word is grind. Grind. I asked the butcher to grind some meat for me. Grind. Okay, and let me show you that one. The next one is find. Find. I'm trying to find my keys. There it is. And the last one is bold. Bold means brave. It also means daring. It also means big. And here's the word bold. Okay, and you can even see I typed it in bold letters. Okay, a superhero is bold. Okay, I hope you did well with these. And that's the end of the review, boys and girls. Remember, closed syllable exceptions, we learned the word macron, and we Studied the vowel teams for long E, long A, and for OI, for oi. That's it for now. Finish up your worksheets and have a wonderful day. The end.